G'day mates, it's the Doctor here, and today I'm going to go over a list of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that are in dire need of printing. For this list, we are going to go over some of the cards that have been printed only in Japan, as well as reprints of older cards that are very rare in the present day, but are still really useful. And hopefully this video will reach out to Konami. Now I'm going to go over a little quick in this video so it doesn't drag out too long because we got a few cards to discuss. Starting this list off is Okati, the monster that wins the game by sacrificing all 3 Egyptian god cards, but has only been released in Japan, in a dual art book, which we do have, but for some reason we never got it. So, when are we going to get Okati? Who knows, but even if we don't use Okati, or if no one uses Okati, I think it's still a necessity to have in our collection. And speaking of newer support for older cards, Magic Magician Girl is an Xyz monster that came out during the Zexal era, and is still pretty good today. But we still don't have a Magic Magician Girl. So, when are we going to get it? Are we ever going to get it? It's, like I said, a pretty good card, the fact that it can steal monsters from the opponent's graveyard. And heck, I would use Magic Magician Girl in my Gaga deck, along with my other Xyz monsters. Now this next card isn't really that good, but Shuttle Ride would still be a funny card to see printed over us in English. As far as I know, it's the only Roid monster that we still don't have in the TCG. But it would be funny if this card got an errata that negates attacks, as well as burn damage, but one can only dream. These next 2 cards are one I am personally crying for as a Cybers duelist, and that is Security Dragon and Double Bite Dragon, because they are so good, so perfect, but it's almost been a year, or maybe over a year, since we first heard about them, but we still haven't heard a word about them being released in the TCG. Some say Firewall Dragon is broken, and I personally don't agree with that, but Security Dragon is a pretty good alternative in my opinion. And lastly in this category is a monster I hear so many people demanding for, and that is Crystron Needle Fibre. I can definitely see why people are demanding for this card, and if Konami wants to bring back Synchros, then we need Needle Fibre right now. On to the reprints, which are cards that could either use more love, rather than reprinting the same overused cards like in the latest starter deck, or cards that are so rare they need to make a comeback. Starting this section off with Faustian Bargain, a short printed common only released in Stardust Overdrive nearly 10 years ago. Considering that we have the World Chalice monsters, and even the normal Cybers monsters, Faustian Bargain needs to be reprinted for a multitude of reasons, and it will be a very sought after card. As I said earlier, I used to run a Gaga deck, and Gaga Head was a promo released only in the Zexal manga. It's something that Gagagas need in order to instant Xyz summon, but the fact this monster does not negate the effects of a monsters it summons, I mean, I could go for something like Magic Magician Girl. The next card that needs reprinting is Synchro Material, the trap card that lets you target an opponent's monster as Synchro Material for 1 turn. Skip your battle phase? Doesn't matter, because we have several Synchro tuners that allow Synchro summoning during your opponent's turn. Remember what I said about overused cards being reprinted over and over? How about instead of Torrential Tribute, we have Needle Sealing, because this trap card is both better and worse than Torrential Tributes and even Darkle, but again, it's all about variety. Just like One Day of Peace. I bought many copies of this card when it came out because it was a damn good defense card. Now, if anyone tells me Konami won't reprint it because it's limited, that doesn't matter because they reprinted Monster Reborn in the 2018 starter deck. And the last batch of cards that need to be reprinted are the Ojama Brothers. I mean, come on Konami, you're gonna give us Ojama support in 2018 when the Ojama Brothers haven't been reprinted since 2006 outside the dual terminals? Please give us the Ojamas back, then we might actually be happy about their new support. And hey, Faustian Bargain works well with Ojamas as well, so what are you waiting for, Konami? Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment and share with your mates about other Yu-Gi-Oh cards that might need reprinting or released over in the TCG. And until next time, take care, mates.